was walking down the highway with nowhere to go. I came across a monk in a traveling show, dressed in orange robes and a bald fixed stare. I had to wear shades because of the glare. I said, "How do you do? It's a nice day, not?" He said, "Indeed it is. And how do I do what?" I said, "Do you have the time? I'm on vacation." He said, "Yes, but I don't have the inclination." I said, "Please, could you tell me, just where is it at?" He said, "It is as clear as day. It's under your hat." I said, "I've been searching low and high. Are you sure?" He said, "Look, it is as sure as that closing door." I said, "I guess I must go. Will you be my friend?" He said, "Maybe down the road and around the bend." I said, "Fairly well, and remember to stand tall." He said, "Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall." I said, "Thanks, I'll tell it to all the boys and girls." He winked and rattled his long string of pearls. A nicer man I've yet to meet. I forgot to ask if he eats meat, so I passed on to where the hills were green. It was a totally different scene. There was a guy who claimed he was a thief, next to one who said he worked for the chief. I said, "Why are you hanging around up there?" He said, "Saving the world if you don't care." I said, "I care, but it's a bit extreme." He said, "Everything is not as it seems." I said, "Human nature will kill what's good." He said, "Without a doubt, that's understood." I said, "Anyway, good luck with the show." He said, "Why don't you stay a while? Don't go." I said, "The earth is moving beneath my feet." He said, "Yeah, I know, I can feel the heat." I said, "Can it get any worse than this?" He said, "Worse than being sold by a kiss." I said, "You're always killed by the ones you love." He said, "Can't talk now, they're calling me from above." As an honest man I've yet to find, I won't use his name, I hope he won't mind. I carried on down that dusty old road when I passed a man carrying a load, so thin and dressed in rags and barefoot too, reminded me of someone I once knew. I said, "Can I help you along the way?" He said, "The wind's at my back, it's okay." I said, "You look as though you've walked for miles." He said, "You're very kind, I like your smile." I said, "Do you think you can change man's mind?" He said, "Not now, but with the passage of time." I said, "But don't you want to eat the fruit now?" He said, "I'd never drink milk from a sacred cow." I said, "Okay, but how far can you go?" He said, "As far as the four winds do blow." I said, "Are you sure you can last? You seem so frail." He said, as long as a condemned man in jail. I said, good luck and see you tomorrow. He said, yes, from a land without sorrows. Was a nice man, but was all skin and bone. I felt it was time for me to return home. I got home all tired and so confused, didn't know what's right and whose words to use. I sat right down and thought I'd read a book. Answers came to me wherever I looked. I was glad I'd ventured outside my door, but there is one thing of which I am sure. Think for yourself, don't let others do it for you. Listen to what each says, but form your own point of view.